Pumpkins today, we still kick it. I talked to a couple of them the other day. I was known as the Great Pumpkin because when I get hot in Mississippi, I turn orange. I look like the Great Pumpkin. Real talk. Yes, sir.
Man.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
like I
sir.
say, and after that, I say it's so crazy. Like I say, the fact of how genuine and how strong I'm coming through. When I met you again later, I had been off to college and came back, hadn't seen you in years or whatever. And I want to know, I forgot what was going on. It was the wedding, it was something that happened. And I looked and I said, Jimmy King, you look at me come. And you look for a minute, I said, yeah, see, Parker, what's going on, baby? I'm like,
Right.
oh, man, he remembered me.
Yeah, but that's all about retention. It's all about retention. You know, some things we forget. Sometimes, you know, I know the faces. I don't remember a lot of the names. You know, I'm sorry. I'm just a regular guy. And but once I seen you and knew who you was, even watch this, even later in our Christian life,
Yes,
we
sir.
walk up, we like, Jimmy, I see you when you walk in. And that was just 3 weeks ago, right, Captain?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes,
I
sir.
mean,
So yeah, we acknowledge good. We acknowledge each other. Yes, we do.
and like I say, man, it goes. I mean, again, those little things because, like I say, at that point in time, when I saw you later, I was able with pride to say, yeah, I went on to college, I finished up, and you know, it made me feel even better for you to smile and say, that's what you're supposed to do. I'm proud of you.
Right
That
on, bro.
that
Right
that
on. Right
like,
on. Right
oh
on.
man,
Yeah, real talk.
because like I said, going through that, when we played them next years of high school ball, in the back of our mind, you asked Chris Cannon and everything. In the back of our mind, we was, if Jimmy and them come, what we gonna do? We got to be on point. We got to. So we going out. We getting all talking about we ranking up in the we top 5 in the NF in the North. We like yeah. So we were like on high.
Right.
They gonna be like, yeah, that's my boys. And that is just something I carried on in the college as well. I played I went out for spring ball with them at Central Missouri State. I ended up going there. Don't know how that happened. We're gonna leave that alone. But I went to Central Missouri State and walked on spring ball. We going through and that's the drill. You know the drill when you lay down on your back and the whistle blowing you. If you
Yeah,
the
it's
tackler,
almost like the bull in the ring.
yes sir, yes sir.
Yeah.
And we going through this drill. I'm on the D end piece now. I'm going against Ryan Glass, who ended up being drafted by the Bills. We go the first
Come on
time.
now. Paint the
We go
picture.
the first time. Cloud. Everybody looking around, and I run through them. They come on. Hey, what are you
Right,
doing?
right.
Who is this boy? And come on. What's your name? Parker. On the hill is 3 more review plays. It's Bruce Randall, people,
Mark Peoples.
Mark Peoples, and it's 2 more people from View. So I'm fired up now because I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this again. Now I ain't
What word you just used? What word you just used? You was fired up.
Fired up. And then he's going, do it again. Glass, you a senior. This boy's a sophomore. We run through it again. I run through him again.
Yes,
sir. Now you run the ball, Glass, and Parker, you tackle him. We got up at a dead stalemate. The coach is hot.
What's up?
He mad because first of all, I wasn't one of his recruited boys. And secondly, I got his top.
Talk about it. Yeah.
So I got something for you. So we go, you know how it goes spring ball. You got the money game. Now I'm finishing second on the depth chart. To Mark, I'm finishing second in the depth chart on the Ryan Glass. We get to the senior money piece. I don't play it down.
Oh wow.
So we go to the coach's office. He says, the head coach says, yeah, you did good to this last game. What happened? I said, ask your defensive end coach. And that was my last, that was my first and last.
So you got the disadvantage of some politics. basically, right?
But again, the main thing was, even to this day, when we go back for homecoming and all that stuff, all the football players who played on that squad that year get me. Come on, CP, you with us? I didn't. No, you with us. We know the routine of what went down. We
That's
come.
what's up.
And
That's what's
I
up.
said, my thing was that was the view time money that can't nobody take from us. Everybody from the view was like, that's how. And then they have Riverview
And guess
represent
what?
Central. Oh man, it was beautiful.
I mean, and guess what? If you wouldn't have had that, watch this. I'm gonna say this word one more time. If you wouldn't have had that blueprint set, that sometimes adversity will come about you, you would have conquered and failed. But look at you now, soldier. Look at you now.
Yes, sir. Like you said, hey, cause I mean, y'all taught us again. There's always another way to do something. Your plan
Absolutely.
may not be. Like I said, we calling a blitz on this one, but we ain't call your name. You still get to
That was the end goal, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
The end goal
sir.
was get to the quarterback, right?
Yeah, quarterback.
Yes,
So,
sir.
okay, Jimmy. So after you finished college, going, did you ever try for the NFL trial, or you didn't?
Yeah, I had 7 or 8 tryouts, sister,
Okay.
and nothing became of it. I didn't dwell on that because I was getting married June 3rd to Demetra. So I was blessed enough to come home and had two churches behind me. I had New Whitestone where my mama was at, and I had Prospect Hill
Okay.
where Michi's at, which now I am part of that family of Prospect Hill. I didn't dwell on it. Every August, I was getting a little sad because in August, that's when a football player,
Right.
that's when a football player reports to the squad, right? But with my wife being who she is, there was no pressure about I didn't make it. The only pressure I had personally was now let me go into being a husband, still a best friend,
Yeah.
and let's see if we can raise and develop a family.
Gotcha.
And with God's help, we was able to do that,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Do I look back and be sad sometimes? No, because that wasn't what the plan was. It was not my plan.
Right.
And that's where everybody got to understand. Yeah, I had a desire to go pro. I had aspirations of going pro, but God had a plan. So therefore, I'm still in the middle of that plan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Until he say, son, job well done. Come on up here and sit next to the Father.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at in life. I'm still in God's plan.
Yes, sir.
Now, I don't know where the plan is. I didn't get the memo. He has the blueprint on that. I am just to adhere to his word, to his understanding, and to his belief. And may he continue to protect us, right?
Yes, sir.
Because everybody's leaving up out of here, man.
Yes,
They're leaving up out this camp, man.
Yes, sir.
Even I was at I was getting my oil change, and they was telling the story about the young lady and the young gentleman that left this world. Not gonna go into detail.
Yeah.
But it was sad to hear that as a as a person of a child of God, you never want that to happen. Never. Right?
Right.
Because now there's 2 to 3 to 4 multitude of families
that have been
that
affected.
are now suffering. That have been affected. Yes, sir. So therefore, every day I get up. Thank you for another opportunity to get it right. I know I'm going to probably mess it up, but please forgive me for my interactions and my actions. But I also, and I want to say this before I leave off this call. I want to leave you guys with a daily prayer. Psalms 27 is my favorite scripture. Read it in its entirety. It was when David was in jail, but he kept his faith, right?
Mhm.
All throughout what went on in that, and the Psalms is a song.
Yes, sir. Yes,
He
sir.
sang this.
Yes, sir.
And he said, I'm just gonna paraphrase, when my enemies came upon me,
Yeah.
sorry, they
Yes.
stumbled
And fear.
and they fell.
Yes, sir.
But I don't know who my enemies are. Right? Right? Are you with me?
I'm with
Right?
you.
I don't know who my enemies are.
No, you don't.
But if you come up against me, you guess what's gonna happen? I got a Lord and Savior to say, come on now. Come on now. Now, also in that prayer, I asked for Lord, control my tongue. Lord, control my actions. Lord, control my reactions. I work for the public.
Yes, sir.
Right? I ain't gonna tell you where I work at, but I work with the public. And they could be some of the most rude individuals
Yes, sir.
that I ever seen. But
Yeah.
you want something from me to get something from you, but you're gonna be rude to me. Boy, you better come on. You better, okay, you need to read Psalm 27 before you mess up and just fall.
Yes, sir. Like I say, and my mama and daddy worked for that same place you worked at for over 40 years. So yeah, I that's again, that's what I learned some of that. Yeah, okay. Now one more time. I'm gonna let you think about that. I'll be back.
Boy, you mess around, get your tail tore up outside the property lines, okay? You better be careful who you talking to. Thank you, Cecil, man. Thank you so much, Dirty.
No, thank you, sir. Like I said, it's a like I said, the beautiful thing about all of this is years later, like I said, we went to rest in peace, Hank Lacey's funeral. We went to Big Hank, and man,
Yeah.
see the people that came out to see the team come out like that, and we hadn't seen each other in years, and came out
Yes,
and
sir.
came together. And I mean, it's funny. A funny story is I was doing my video and picture shot with my partner in Jamestown, and I came back one day. My boy said, he said, "Man, this dude came here to see." It was just crazy. I said, "What's up?" He came with the pictures done. I said, "Okay." He said, "No, man, this brother came in with this Uncle Sam kind of red, white, and blue hat on with these shades." I said, "Yeah, it's my a big old dude." I said, "Yeah." He's my yeah, it's my he was saying something about Hank. I said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." Hank J.
Hold up.
He talking
Yeah.
about, he say,
Right.
you know him? I said, "That's one of my brothers, man. That's my big brother, Hank J." Come on. Hank J is a
Yes.
different kind of cat. And at that point in time, Hank came around the corner. I said, "Excuse me, big brother, but I'm just Parker. I remember you." And man, I'm
Hey,
like,
man,
it's just
Hank,
crazy
let me
that,
tell you
that
something
those
about
things.
that. My do dirty, man. You gotta remember something about Hank J. He was one of the most humble individuals that I've met, right? And I thank God for the pancake breakfasts on Monarch, okay? 10139. See, y'all, you don't want to take me there. As I said at his funeral, everybody hold up the number 3 and turn around and hold up the number 4.
Oh, yes, sir.
You will never forget Hank Lacey. Never.
Never.
Yes, sir.
And like you said, and I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
like, and Hank, people to let people know about Hank held every record when it came to weightlifting and Riverview Garden. I mean,
Yes, sir.
and
Yes, sir.
Hank really for us was that when everybody got talking about Herschel Walker running track, Hank was doing that for us from the giddy up.
Do you know how big that boy thighs was? That boy had thighs like thunder, okay? And had the 6-pack
Yes, sir.
like a running back,
Yeah.
right? Or no, like those skill. We just call them. I just call them the little pretty boys, the skill position guys.
The wide receiver.
Towels.
Yeah.
Oh man, come on, man, come on. I said, well, I'm an offensive lineman. I want a towel.
And like I say, that's nothing.
I think I'm a pretty boy too. What up?
And y'all look, and that's what nothing about it. Being an offensive lineman, man. We thought we was that. Y'all come in the room like
We was
a running back. Go on, sit down somewhere.
we was man, we was that in the 4-bag of chips. Cause we was the chips to let them make the hole. Come on now, paint the picture, Doc. You gotta paint the picture.
Hey Jimmy, can you look? Do you happen to remember? Because that was nothing about it. Senior year, y'all made us. We wanted so bad to be a part of that varsity football team because at the pep rally, we knew we was gonna walk to that stage. We gonna be able to do this. My name is John Von Swan. We like that dude.
What about this? What about this? My name is William Barber. They call me Billy. How about that one?
Man.
And his brother was the coldest football track guy that ever came out of the Riverview Garden. His name is Reggie Barber. He still got the record up there. Come on now, paint the picture. Paint the picture.
Man, like I say, I mean, and that's nothing because of you and everybody above me. That's a Riverview tradition that people don't understand. We were at this highest level, but just didn't get the same respect and look at that the Hazelwoods did because we understand why though, but we're gonna leave that alone too. But it's just part of being
right.
And we know that. And I say everybody always says it don't matter what people think. It don't matter what people know. And they know you wasn't coming through.
We didn't have the economic value that the Hazelwoods had back in the day. That's what you want to talk about. But we still had the prestige and honor of us being one.
Yes,
when it came to it, you cross over 270. You cross over 270. I'm gonna say it one more time. You better be right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And like I said, and to show that there was a miss somewhere between the 90s and the 2000s. To this day, I could wear this hat into a store or something, and kids who went to Riverview come out and like, you went to Riverview? I'm like, yeah, I went there. I went there too. And all of a sudden, there's a different vibe on their face. Like, oh man, I didn't know. And that's why it's so important for me when I did this Mr. Parker's Neighborhood to make sure I touch and thank those from Riverview who helped me become who I am, because there's a bunch of kids who think that Riverview ain't this and that until they see people doing stuff who out here talking about, what's Riverview? I didn't know that. I went to Riverview. I mean, I got kids who went to Riverview and graduated who didn't talk about Riverview or nothing until they saw me wearing hats and shirts and talking about the picnics and all. The kids, when they see and hear about Riverview guys, they coming out with a new alliance to, yeah, I'm part of the View too, to where, I mean, what they're like, no, I'm telling about it. Don't tell them. Wait a minute, you went there?
Right.
You know, and like I said, whenever we out together, regardless of where we at, and people see us and we come together and greet each other with hugs and all that, they sit back and they're like, wait a minute, what school did y'all go to? And you say, really?
Yes, sir.
Because even in college, I was up at Central Missouri State. You know, back then in the 80s, Central was almost like Ole Miss, where you had your blacks and your whites, and y'all wasn't really. So for dinner, around my senior year, for dinner time, every Sunday we got together and had dinner. You come into a little dining area and you see 13 to 20 people wearing Alpha, Kappa, Sigma, Qs, Deltas, all that. It's like, how y'all all are here together? We went to Riverview. Come on. Oh, wow. All y'all.
Well, let me share something with you about Ole Miss in '84. Ole Miss in '84, you got to remember, like we was '84 here in St. Louis, it's '84 in Ole Miss, and everybody came to Ole Miss in '84. That '84 was a different group of characters.
Okay. Yeah.
We didn't see or sense what our forefathers went through, right? So the diversity was there. We just enhanced it and brought it out.
Yeah.
Because I remember when my grandmother rode down to Oxford with us for my trip, and she said, "Oh my, look at that, John, Aline, look at that." And we turned around, Mama, what's wrong? There's a black guy with a white girl.
Mm.
Yeah. My grandmother was born in Macon, Mississippi.
Okay.
My mother was born in Macon, Mississippi, Noxubee County.
Mm.
Okay. James Meredith didn't cross over that early in life.
Yeah.
He crossed over in the late 60s and early 70s.
Okay.
When I think Robert Kennedy said, we got to get some troops down to Ole Miss.
Okay. Yeah.
And those troops came. And therefore, after that happened, we were segregated.
Yeah.
Now, not to say that everybody wanted to welcome us there or welcome us in, but guess what? You don't have no damn choice right now. We here. What you gonna do? Huh? And I always bring this up even today. If you look at the NCAA as a whole, there's no racism in sports.
You are correct.
There's no racism in sports. I don't care what sport you in. One is supporting the other team member.
Yes, sir.
Well, that team member is supporting the team.
Yeah.
So how do we take the concept of sports and put it in life? That would end all this bickering about I'm black, you white, you green, you purple, you like this, you like that, you was born this way, I was born that way. No. Look at the sports.
Yes, sir. You're right.
Look at the tournament we just witnessed. Now we're down to the Final Four.
That's what I'm about to say. Yes, sir.
Do you see all those Europeans and white black folks cheering on a team that's on the field?
Yes, sir.
On the court?
On the court, yeah.
They don't care what them children look like. They care about their alma mater.
Yes.
Their children. There's no racism in sports.
No.
So why is there racism in the world?
Yeah.
Why is there division in the world?
That's that $1 million question, brother Jay. That's that.
Well, it could be 50-cent question. It could be 5 dimes, 2 quarters. You ain't got to get up to $1 million.
Man, but like I said, that because like I said, I thought about that and watching it to where like I said, you got the whole squad is black, and then your band and your cheerleaders are Caucasian, and then everybody in the stand is mixed together. That's
right. So where is the division then? Come on now, paint the picture, Doc. You don't have to be Picasso to paint a picture. You could be Cecil, you could be James, you could be Uncle Jimmy, whatever name you want to call me that day. Paint the picture.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, like I said,
all right, Dirty. I gotta go, man. I gotta go.
Hey, look, well, like I said, I want to thank you for taking time out to talk to your little brother. I love you.
My desire. My desire.
You know I'm there for whenever you need me, man.
I tell you what, I got 5 grandchildren, man, and I love every one of them to death, independently and collectively, man. But they just think Popeyes the best thing is sliced bread, and I am a piece of sliced bread. I ain't gonna tell you what flavor, but I am a piece of sliced bread, Dirty.
I say I'm on that cheering team for Jimmy Kane because I'm fired up.
Watch this. Let me do it one more time. Fired up.
Fired up.
Fired up.
Fired up.
Fired up.
Fired up.
Hey, man, I got love for you, man. Thanks for what you're doing in Mr. Parker World, right?
Yes, sir. Mr. Parker's World.
I appreciate you, Dirty. Right on, man. Thank you for the interview, Doc.
All right, thank you, Jay.
All right, Doc.
You time.
You time. You time. You gotta put that time on. You gotta put that emphasis on that. You time.